Hi everyone, Zigzag here, welcome back to another video. Today I'm going to be drawing flags of the world from memory, which should be a real challenge. Shoutouts to the guys who did it before me. I believe Jack sucks at geography and GeoPeter, and probably a bunch of others have as well. But today is my turn and we're just going to have to see how I go. So these ones were all suggested by people in my Discord server, so go ahead and join the Discord server, linked in the description, and you can help influence the videos like this. This was the list they came up with for me. Looks like an interesting one. Some are going to be easier. I think Canada is going to be a nice easy start, but some of these also are definitely going to be harder as well. I have not looked at any maps since this list was come up with. I have not looked at any flags or anything like that, so this is completely from my own memory, and for that reason we're going to have some fails, I imagine. Also, shoutouts to Ryan from work, little kid I met today at work for the second time, and he said he wanted a shout out, and well, I offered him one, so there it is. Okay, so first one here, Canada. I think what we should do is go ahead to the shape drawing tool, yep, and we're going to draw ourselves the red sides on the Canadian flag. Okay, and then come through the white, divide it into thirds roughly here. That looks about right. So now we're left with the Peruvian flag. And then what we're going to want to do is come over here and draw a maple leaf, which shouldn't be too hard here. So let's give it a go. I don't know. This is looking a bit dodgy. It's looking a bit dodgy, I can't lie. But I think it's something along these lines. And then the stalk is somewhat thin. Okay, so that is a relatively dodgy maple leaf, but to be honest, it's for freehand, it's gonna be okay. So there we go, that is my Canadian flag. I don't think it's too terrible, but let's go compare it to the original now. Okay, so here we are. The leaf is obviously not quite right. I mean, it should be like facing upwards on each side. But you know, it's not too terrible, so I'm gonna give myself a pass on that one. It's a decent effort, I would say. Okay, so the members of my Discord have been a little bit cheeky, and they've included some flags that are not actually country flags, but territory flags, and one of those is the flag of American Samoa. American Samoa, okay, so I'm pretty sure it's a dark blue flag, and I think it has an eagle on it, but apart from that, I'm pretty unsure. So let's start off here by going with a bucket and doing kind of a dark blue. I think it's gonna be something like that. Okay, so I'm happy with that. Does it have like some red borders or something? That's the kind of the question I'm asking myself. I feel like it might have like a red border like that on either side. Okay, so I'm thinking we'll draw the eagle's head here. Okay, so that is the eagle's head, the body. Not too sure here. We're gonna go something like that. Okay, then make it white and probably add some eyes as well here. Okay, and then maybe I was thinking like a green wreath underneath would probably be featured in the flag somewhat. So I'm just gonna go like that. No idea if that's gonna be correct. So yeah, not entirely the best looking one here. Let's see how close or far I was, shall we? Okay, so here is the actual flag. Comparing the two, you can see where my mental process was at. But also that we are quite far off indeed. So I completely forgot the whole triangle chevron kind of thing going on there. Yeah. Not the best effort. This is definitely a fail. It's not a spectacular fail because I remembered the colors and whatnot, but yeah, when it's not quite a pass either. So I think I'll give myself like 4 out of 10 or something like that. Okay, so the next one is Faroe Islands. I think I can do a better job of this one. Let's see, shall we? Now, I think the background is white, and then we have a blue cross that has a red cross in it, I'm pretty sure. So let's see if we can nail this one. I think I can. So for the first one, we want something like that. Maybe it's around like that. Okay, so I'm happy with how that looks. It starts off as a Finnish flag, I think, and then we just draw the red cross within. I'm pretty sure this is right. Is it looking right? I would say it is. I would say it is looking right. Now, does it actually look right? I'm actually not so sure. Maybe the white is where the blue is or something like that. Okay, if we make it white, then we get the Icelandic flag. So, do we? Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's the Icelandic flag. So I'm going to take it back to what we had. I guess that is right. I guess I've just completely become unsure as I've done it. Maybe the red and the blue are the other way around, but I'm going to leave it as that and hope for the best here. So let's find out what it actually is. Okay, so we were completely correct. I have no idea why I completely doubted myself as soon as I made this one, but there you go. This one is a 10 out of 10. This one's essentially perfect. The proportions are all looking correct. So yeah, I'm going to give myself a 10 on that one. Pat myself on the back with a job well done there. Very happy. Okay, next one is Somalia, and Somalia is one where I really had to think before going into this. I really could not quite remember what it looked like. And then I was thinking through the colors and I remembered light blue. It's a light blue flag with a star in the middle. So I'm pretty sure the main challenge here is finding the right shade of blue. Yeah, I think that blue looks good. So, and then we're going to get a white star in the middle. And let's try and make it out of this triangle tool. So hopefully I can pull it off here nicely. Okay, so not the greatest star ever drawn. It shouldn't be quite so chunky. I can see that, but also cannot really be bothered making it absolutely perfect. Anyway, this is the Somali flag, I believe. I know GeoPeter, when he was doing it, he did nice stars. Mine, not so nice, but let's see how he did, shall we? And there we go, as expected, absolutely no problems at all. This is another 9 out of 10. I'm gonna say like maybe 8.5 out of 10 because the star is not quite right, but apart from that, it is perfect. Okay, so next on the list is Wales. This one is incredibly mean because we have to draw a dragon in the center, but let's give it a go regardless. Okay, so we want a kind of neutral green color in the bottom of the flag. I think this color probably will suffice, and now I'm pretty sure it was at the bottom of the flag. I'm actually not quite sure. It could be the green at the top, but I think it would make more sense for the green to kind of symbolize grass and the white to be the sky, but yeah, I'm actually not too sure if that's the case. I will go into a bit of detail here. I hope I can at least do a decent job, but let's see how I go. Okay, so I think I've got a decent start so far here. Relatively happy with it, but let's continue on. Okay, so adding some artistic flares here, just because I'm not actually sure entirely how it goes. Yeah, not really sure if that's actually how they actually looking, but hey, I'm happy with it at least. I think it's somewhat correct here. So let us now give it its red color, which is what it should have, and hopefully it ends up looking more or less like the Welsh flag. Okay, so I do have the feeling that he should be a little bigger, so I've selected him here, and I can actually increase his size, which is good. Okay, so I've got fairly good lines here. Now we just fill in the dots. And there we go, that is my final Welsh flag. Let's see how I did in comparison to the actual thing. So overall here, that is actually a pretty good attempt. I especially like how I've done the tongue, and even the tail is quite correct. So I forgot the extra 2 legs, but apart from that, I'm gonna give myself a passing grade here. Definitely like a 7 out of 10, because the actual illustration in the middle is wrong, but everything else about the flag is correct. So pretty happy overall. Okay, so next one is Saint Pierre and Miquelon, and I'm pretty sure that that's actually just the French flag. I think this was included as a troll, and so now all I have to do is draw the French flag, which should be easy, right? Does that look correct? I think it does. I'm pretty sure that is correct. I guess we'll find out now if the red is on the wrong side, but apart from that, I'm feeling good. Okay, so guys, we have a little bit of an issue here. This one was the Saint Pierre flag. Sorry for any of you cringing while you're watching that. I don't really know how I screwed that up, but I forgot. And so I think, here's what I think was happening, guys. So that's the Saint Pierre flag there. I was thinking of the Arcadia flag, which you also see commonly flown around Canada as well in the French-speaking communities. So I think that's actually what happened here. Yeah, it doesn't really excuse the fact that I forgot that flag. So that is the first 0 out of 10 for the day, guys. Complete fail. Not even anything about it is similar. Okay, next on the chopping block is Tajikistan, and I think I actually have a fairly good idea of this one. It's red, white, and green, and it also has a yellow motif in the middle as well. So let's see how we go here. So I think something like this proportion looks about right, and then we'll add the red at the top. I think that looks correct, because I think this is the Hungarian flag, and I'm pretty sure it looks like the Hungarian flag. So, and then we want to come in here with the brush in the yellow color, and it's like some kind of basket or some flag or some stars or something like that. So let's just draw a few stars. I can't actually remember. I'm going to draw 4 stars under some kind of crest here. And there you have it. That's my attempt at the Tajikistan flag. I guess we'll find out what the yellow thing in the middle actually is now, and if I have the colors on the right sides or not. Okay, that is pretty damn passable. We had the stars, that's good. We actually needed an extra 2. And we also had this motif thing, crest or crown. It's actually a crown in the middle. And the thing I drew is not even that far from a crown shape, so I would say that's a W. This one I'll give myself like a 7.5 out of 10. Sure, we didn't get the middle, which is maybe the most important part, but everything is right in the right colors, and you know, it's quite an obscure flag, so I'm happy that I at least did a decent effort here. Okay, now we're coming to another really difficult one. Granada. I'm not exactly sure how this one's going to go, but I think I have an idea somewhat of how it looks. So I think Granada is made of yellow, green, and red, and I'm pretty sure it has a red border. This is one of the flags where I'm really not too sure, and so it's probably going to end up looking quite wrong, kind of similar to how the American Samoa one did, but let's just see how it goes, shall we? So I'm going to start off with a whole red, and so that's going to be the red border. So we're going to, you know, fill this in with now, I think, a yellow shape as well. So let's try that. I think the red border's maybe about that thick. And then I feel like it goes diagonally, to cut off into like 2 triangles of green as well. I think something like this is actually looking pretty decent. So, okay, so something like that, I think. Actually fairly enjoying how this one's looking. I actually think the colors might be the other way around. I feel like it might have more yellow. So I'm going to switch them around right now. Okay, immediately enjoying how this is looking more, but I know there's something else. I think there's like little yellow symbols around the spot as well. So I'm thinking of just drawing some yellow stars inside the middle here. I'm not actually sure if that's correct. I think it's got like yellow things in the border maybe. So I'm just going to draw some little yellow circles inside the border instead, you know? Okay, just fixed up a couple of the details here. Still not entirely happy, but I think I won't be that far off. So let's find out what Granada actually looks like, shall we? Okay, I knew there was more to it. I knew there must be a star, but that's why I couldn't remember it, because I actually had a red border around it as well. And you know what? I've not done a bad job here. I got the proportions right, and I got the, you know, the red border and also the right triangles as well. However, I missed the flame and I missed the star. So I can really only give myself a 5 out of 10 here. Still a good effort overall, at least considering the fact that I don't really know too much about Granada in the first place. But we are somewhat wrong here. So, you know what? It's mixed feelings on this one, but I'm pretty happy. Okay, next one on the list is Cabo Verde, and I have a pretty good feeling about this one, so let's give it a go. I remember that this one is definitely dark blue, all in all, so let's start off with a dark blue background here. Okay, there we have it, and then I remember that there is definitely a white stripe and a red stripe. I'm not sure what order they go in, but they're near the bottom of the flag as far as I remember. Okay, so I want to say one like that for the white, and then I want to think the red might be right next to it. I think that might be good. Okay, so now let us try and draw some stars and see if we can, you know, make it work like that. All right. I just realized that this program has a star making tool. Oh yeah, baby. Oh yeah. We like that a lot. We like that a lot. Okay, so we need to make it like a circle of yellow stars here as far as I remember. So that's going to be the top one and that's the bottom one. And now I'll just make a circle out of these. Okay, that's how I'm feeling about the Cabo Verde flag. Is it accurate or not? I'm not too sure. In fact, I'm pretty sure they would probably have more stars than 6. But on this editing software, I'm pretty sure that's what I'm limited to. So let us go and see how correct we are, shall we? Okay, man, I was pretty close to greatness on this one. This one had a lot of potential. Unfortunately, I didn't realize that the white has 2 bands around the red. So pretty close on that front. And then the circle of stars, I knew there were more. I was kind of just trying to do a rough approximation. They were closer to the center, even though they are left offset a little bit. So overall, a pretty decent effort here. Definitely can't say anything bad about my flag, but it obviously was not correct either. So I'm gonna say it's gonna be like a 6 out of 10 here. I think that's pretty fair. We're missing some important parts, but overall the vibe is definitely captured. Okay, next one is Kiribati. This one's definitely going to take some effort to draw, but also, I'm pretty sure I roughly remember how it looks, so let's give it a go. Okay, so in the background, I'm pretty sure we have like these blue kind of waves going along. So I'm pretty sure that's what I want first. Now, all of a sudden, I'm doubting myself because I know there's some red somewhere on the flag and a sun, but I'm pretty sure these waves are what I want to start off with. So let's just get those down on the canvas here. Okay, that works. Pretty happy with how that looks. It's fine. And so then we have the sun near the bottom of the screen and also some redness as well, I think. I'm starting to wonder though, is this like blue and white, the actual ocean at the bottom of the screen and then it's right at the top? I can't quite remember. I'm just going to have to go with how I'm feeling. Also, could I accidentally be drawing the British Columbia flag? I was just looking at that today, so I hope I'm not, but we'll see. Okay, so there's the sun at the bottom, and then I'm gonna like put the red section in here as well. Okay, so that is, I know it's wrong. I know it's very wrong. I'm kind of worried, but I just don't know actually what it looks like properly. So I hope, is there like a bird in the middle or something? I feel like there's some birds or something, you know. Okay, I'm gonna take a risky move here and like draw some birds like this. Could that be correct? Dude, this is one where I'm like, I might be screwing it up right now, but I just have a vague memory of that. So I guess we'll find out in a sec. Let's see. Yeah, man, I screwed it up. Check it out. So I was right. I was trying to draw the BC. I drew like the Kiribati and BC flag's bastard sun here, I think. But I'll pull up the BC flag as well, I guess. But look at that. We had all the colors. We had the right kind of ocean motif going on there. We also had the birds, which lazily drew on at the end, it turns out to be a yellow bird like that. So this one is like a 4 out of 10, again, maybe even a 3. It definitely, I had the rough picture in my head and it ends up being quite a fail nonetheless. But I should have just followed logic. Like, obviously this is going to be the ocean. It's a tiny island nation, atoll nation. So it only makes sense that they would have ocean at the bottom. And why would the land be red? I don't know. It was silliness. And here's what I mean about the BC flag and how this is kind of a bastard sum between the two. They're definitely similar flags, so you can forgive me for that, but yeah, that's what was also going through my mind. Okay, so just 2 more to go for the video today. 2 hard ones though, at least in my opinion. We've got Zimbabwe first, which I know has a bird on it. It has some kind of yellow bird, and it's black, white, red, and green, I think. So let me see if I can include all those colors in a somewhat coherent flag. I think it might have Pan-African colors in the background, so yellow, red, and green. So I might just start off with, this is kind of random. I think I might go with red at the top and green at the bottom. So that's the Pan-African colors. Then I think we want a black triangle with yellow in the middle. You know, now that I'm looking at it, I don't hate it as much as I thought I would, but I still think it's quite wrong. So, and then I think it might have a yellow triangle within it. It definitely has more black than this. It definitely has more black. What? Yeah, I don't know how to fix it though. It definitely has more black than this, but I just do not know how to fix it. Okay, so here is my bird, and I think you might be yellow. Hopefully you guys think my bird is cute. Might turn it into a server emoji or something like that, but yeah, that's my attempt at the bird. Oh gosh, this one is horrible. Let's find out what it actually looks like. Okay. So, you know what? The bird might actually be the best part of this one. The Pan-African colors, I was right about that. Completely forgot about the white chevron with the star behind the bird. And then it actually wasn't as much black as I thought though. The black was in the middle, as well as the black chevron. So the black chevron, I kind of almost got correct. The yellow, it was way too much yellow. And I forgot how many lines the Zimbabwean flag had. So this one's another like 4 out of 10, or maybe 3.5. It's definitely quite inaccurate, but, you know, at least not a complete fail either. Okay, the last one on the chopping block is Suriname here, and this one is actually one where I think I may have a decent shot at it. I was thinking about it for a little bit, and I think I actually remember how it goes. Okay, so the green bars seem correct to me so far, so let's see how it looks with the red bar as well. Okay, this one is definitely seeming pretty good. I'm pretty sure this is actually what the flag looks like. So let's jump on over to our trusty, good old star function here, which is actually so good. I'm actually such a fan of this feature. I should have, I'll go back and fix the other flags in a second, just so we can see how they would have looked. But here we go. That is our Suriname flag. I'm pretty sure this is correct. I think it's just 1 star. Honestly, I think this one will be another 10 out of 10. So let us go and see how we've done. Look at this W, guys. This is the perfect Suriname flag. I've actually done it better than they did it, essentially. No, this one's actually spot on. This is a 10 out of 10. What a way to finish off the video. I was actually just thinking before the video started, what does it look like? And I figured it out, and perfectly, actually. So who knows how I remembered that, but not Zimbabwe and not some of the others. But I would say that's actually a victory. And overall, I'm happy with how I've done here. So let's go finish up let's have a final survey of our flags here and fix up and put some of the stars back on their rightful spots. So Canada, obviously we can't really fix. American Samoa, I'd like to forget about. Also just the fact that it's so off-center is so funny to me, but yeah, I'm a fan of that bird as well. Faroe Islands we nailed, which is great, and this is one which we can fix. So let's go ahead and fix this Somalian one and add our beautiful star feature, which is right here. We want it in white. Oh yeah, baby. Oh yeah, that's what we would have had. And with that, it's a 10 out of 10. You already know. Okay, so Wales was a success, although a marginal one. Then we had St. Pierre, which was a 0 out of 10, as I said. This one we can also fix with some nicer stars, so let's go ahead and do that. Okay, so that's about what I was going for there, so pretty happy with how it turned out overall. Granada we can also fix with stars, but I was not even trying to draw stars, so we don't need to at all. And then Cabo Verde, obviously a pretty successful one there. Kiribati, Zimbabwe, and Suriname. So guys, if you enjoyed this video, smash like. Let me know if you want me to do this one again. It was great fun. I actually nailed some of these. Others weren't so successful, but yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed it regardless. Guys, I will see you guys in a video very soon. Yeah, let me know what other broadly geography content you want me to make, and I'll see you guys in a video very soon. Catch ya.